Right, sorry. It is Thursday, the 26th of October 2023, and the pack we're using today is the Shaman Dreams Oracle. There you go. And it is by Alberto Villoldo and Collette Reid. I must say that the pictures on these are absolutely stunning. It is one of my favourite packs. I do love the pictures on them. So, let's get going. Let me just check. There we go. Oh, any cards jumping today? There we go. Any cards jumping today? Are we going to jump or do I have to pull them? Oops. Any more? Any more for any more? Any more for any more? Last shuffle. I always say it's last thing. I used to do one more, don't I? It's because they haven't told me to stop yet. That's what it is. They usually tell me when I need to stop. They're not letting me stop yet. Come on then, if you want another card. There we go. Done. Right. Today's first card. Let's get these just set out a bit better. So, the first card is Sky Bridge, Possibility for Union. So there we go, you see. Sky's the limit, isn't it? Basically, it's a bridge crossing over. It's a perilous path, but once you get there, you're there, aren't you? It's saying sign possibility for union. This can be a union between two worlds, two people, two businesses, whatever you're really in, actually. There's a possible union of something, a togetherness of something. It could be a special friendship. It could be companies. It could be anything that are uniting. It's not always about romance. But literally, look at the pearl. Is that World's your oyster? And oysters give out pearls, don't they? That just looks like a huge pearl, doesn't it? All ready for you to grasp. All there waiting for you. As long as you go carefully over the bridge. You've got to go careful because look at the gaps in between. So you've got to keep taking leaps of faith. I really think you've got to do leaps of faith in this one to make the union. You've really got to have a leap of faith to make the union work, and then you've got to work at it because nothing ever is for free. You don't just get it and then stop. You have to work at it. Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. Well, it's the time, isn't it? Manifestations coming in. Everybody's been sowing their seeds of what they want and working hard and starting new ways. And all your preparations, they've been watching, you know. Spirit's been watching and the universe has been watching. They've been acknowledging what you're doing and all the hard work that you've been putting in. And it's all starting to come to fruition. You're all starting to get it. It's all starting to come in. You're catching all the different things, look. And it's coming in. It's your life's changing, it's coming. Whatever you want and whatever you've put out for and worked hard for, it's coming. You're about to get your, what's the word? Oh, come on, give me the word, please. rewards. Empty well. Some of you have been working that hard, leaping with your leaps of faith and casting your net out, that you've been burning yourself out and you're left with your empty well inside of you. You've got no energy and everything. It's time to sit back and start to, what's the word? Replenish? Well, the word's there basically, isn't it? Let's be honest, the word's there. It's time to sit back and replenish and just watch all your hard work come to fruition. Do you know, I'm in such big words today, aren't I? So yes, you've got all the empty well. It's time to sit there and take stock of everything and then refill your well. Refill your well with happiness and gratitude of what you're about to receive. Because you've worked hard for it and it's coming in for you. You've been taking these leaps of faith. Hollow bone teachability. So we've got the big moose head up here, and you've got the different feathers hanging. The feathers represent the eagle, the owl, and all the other feathers of spirituality, and which birds we associate with wisdom and what have you. The hollow bone is something that's passed in the shaman to be for teaching, for people to learn. It's the learning stick. They pass the learning stick around, don't we? It's like when we're at preschool and that, you sit on the floor and you hold the stick and you tell things about yourself and you say what you've learnt today and what you've done today. It's like a talking stick, but it's the same thing. You talk so people learn from what you're saying. So as this stick's handed around, people are learning from what other people have done. So every moment is a teaching moment. We've just got to actually look for it and what it is. The cosmic womb, the divine feminine. We're not looking after ourselves properly, are we? We're wanting this nurturing, wanting to be back in the womb where it's all safe and secure and we're protected. Look at all the protection colour around here and all the healing. We tend to go back into like a womb state for healing, don't we? When we're feeling very vulnerable and we just want to, and hurt and upset, and we just want to take cover, don't we? We want to snuggle under his blanket and duvet or go in a hot bath and feel nurtured, feel warm and secure. And that's what this is about. We're needing to, see, this is needing to happen because of our empty well. We've let our wells run. We've been that busy going over the bridge, working towards these unions and casting our net out, that when it's ready for coming in, we're empty. We've got nothing to run with anymore because we've been really focusing on everything. So you've got time to replenish, and by replenishing, you can do that by going back into a womb state. So this will help this. When you go into your nurturing state and your protective mode and you huddle down, then that's going to help replenish your well because you're doing self-care. You really need to do self-care. And while you're doing the self-care, you can be teaching and reading so that you're having teachings because you need to learn on some subjects. There is something that you need to be taught about. So you can take this time while you're replenishing and in your womb state to do some reading up on subjects of what you're wanting. So you can learn about things. And also you can look back on what you've done and think, well, do you know what, that path wasn't quite right. That step I made there, and look what I had to do after. So you need to go back on to do. So the detox, repairing the mind, body and spirit, these all go hand in hand, don't they really? Let's be honest. You've got your empty well, you've worked hard and your well's run dry. So you need to replenish it. To replenish it, you need to go back into your womb state. You need to be nurturing, look at all the healing around and all the protection. Where you're in the womb, you were so protected, wasn't you? And the detox, repairing the body, mind and spirit. So the mermaid, look, she's having a nice warm bath. She's feeling all secluded and all warm and snuggly. She's having fun while she's doing it, look. She's blowing bubbles up to trap the little fairies so they can also have fun. But the detox, basically, take care of yourself. Detox on everything that's not needed in your life and what's not necessary. Use this empty well time when you're replenishing to have a good look around at what there is and what you need to let go and what's not right anymore, what doesn't feel right in your life anymore. These are what you've got to do and what you've got to look at. Winter's Dream gestation period. That picture, absolutely beautiful. I do love the photos on these cards. I think the artwork is absolutely stunning. The artist actually is Jenna Della Grottolia, and she's absolutely stunning. Winter's Dream. You can see the protective shell that they've got, and also the way it goes around for spirit. All the spirit light. This is when we do in winter, it's when we do our reflective period mainly. The nights are short, so we get all snuggled down. And we tend to do our shadow work, which is where we look and face things that are no longer good for us in our life, and we work through them. As we're working through them, we have to remember that these points that we're going back in our past, what's around now wasn't around then to help. It was a different time, and the decisions you made then was right for that time. They may not have been right for now, but for that time, you were working with what you had, they was right. So you have to forgive yourself for that and allow that to flow. You don't forget the lesson, because then you won't make the same mistakes. So you don't forget, but you forgive yourself and you move forward. You move forward from that session. And this is what it's about. Look, as the spiral comes out, you start thinking really short, and as you come out, it gets wider and wider and wider. And you start seeing more of the colour and the picture come in of how it actually is and was, and it's not what you've actually built up in your brain. You look at it very clinically and very starkly. And Spirit's there helping you all along the way with this colour look. And the fairies here, they're helping as well. And you'll start coming out into a brighter place. So they call it the gestation period because we do slumber down, don't we? We hibernate. As humans, we do hibernate. And this is what we do, because the dark nights, when we get quite reflective, a lot of people do get depressed, and the sun lamps are very good for that. The natural light lamps you can buy, they're very good. But there's so much spirit activity that goes on in our heads and helping us deal. We've just got to look at it in a correct manner to deal with it. A lot of us don't realise how to deal with it. We still cycle it over and over in our brains and think, oh, if I'd have done this, if I'd have done that. When we did what was right at that time. There was nothing else we could have done. We did what was right with the tools we had and what was around then. So, yeah, give yourself a bit of grace and a bit of love, because you can see all the pink for the love. We just need to give ourselves a bit of love in this time while we're healing. What's this one? Lay of the Land, Ancestral Wisdom. Now this was reversed. Although I tend not to read cards reversed, somebody's, how can I explain it? Somebody's not using their wisdom. Somebody's ignoring the wisdom of the ancestors. And they're not getting the correct lay of the land. You see, if you put it the right way around, you can see how the land lays and how it lies, with the dips and the curves and the patterns. If you listen to your ancestral wisdom of what comes through your elders, you don't have to believe everything of it. We're not telling you you've got to believe everything, because everybody likes to exaggerate a bit, don't they? So, but as long as you listen to what resonates within you, then you're going to have all this world. You're going to see the lay of the land. You're going to see the dips and the curves and the bumps in the road that you'll hit. And you'll do them with grace, and you'll pass over them carefully because you knew what was coming. you saw it coming, and you knew this was going to be hard, you knew this was going to be challenging, but you was prepared for it and you was ready for it. And this is what the lay of the land is, ancestral wisdom. You need to look out. Somebody's not looking out and using their ancestral, tapping into their ancestors enough for it. It's easy, it's I can say, I'm jumping over my words here. It's not easier said than done. It will be quite hard if you're new to it. So what you need to do is you need to sit in meditation and you need to call upon your ancestors. And as you do this, in the meditation, they will come to you and you will feel their energy, and some may even speak to you. And they will help you and support you on the path that you're taking, because that's what your ancestors are for. They're there for support and to help you move through. So I'm just being told to take one. What's the bottom one? Magical sword, inverted. Someone is not looking at the magic and the lay of the land, was they? So the confidence in the magic, they're not having confidence in themselves to look at the lay of the land. If they have confidence in their own magic, then the lay of the land with the ancestral wisdom is going to be very open to them, very open. Fool's embrace, transmuting pain. This is what we do in our shadow work. We transmute our pain out. We let it go. We find a way of letting it go. We release it to the angels, we release it to spirit, we release it. You go somewhere that's axe throwing, throw axes. Go place where you can smash plates. You release what? Go boxing. Get a boxing gloves on. Go and hit the punch bag. Release the pain that you hold inside, because it's not serving you at all. It's not doing you any good. All it does is make you go in on yourself and hurt. You really, truly hurt. Look at all this. This is your world and your sun. Look how brightly it's shining. Look at all the protection that's around you in the blue. Look at all that protection. Look at spirit trying to come in and help. All the light is trying to enter in and help you. And all you're doing is just keeping that pain in and not letting anything in to help. You need to let it out. Once it's out, then you can start moving forward in life. Right, any more? One more, they're telling me. Come on then. Come on then. Are you jumping or are we picking? That one. Perfect storm. Look at the lovely crow, or is it a raven? I'm not sure. You see? Perfect storm. The courage to step into life. Well, that's what we're saying with this one, isn't it? These are what all these are saying. You've got to have confidence in your magic. You'll see the lay of the land. Once you see the lay of the land and call upon your ancestors, they'll help you. You've got to transmute. You've got to get rid of this pain. You don't hold on to it. You don't hold on to the hurt and the pain. You need to get rid of it. Because if not, you're creating a perfect storm. Look at the storm swirling inside the crow. You're creating the perfect storm that will do you harm. It will truly do you harm unless you actually get rid of this pain. If you get rid of this pain, then you can start getting in to your life, because it's all set up for you. It truly is. That's a really nice reading, actually. So I'm going to leave it there. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. My witchy cat followers on YouTube, as always, thumbs up if you enjoyed it and click the bell to subscribe. My Rumble followers, witchy cat followers, thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and as always, click the follow if you did. So I will leave it there. So